Je suis très upset. I can French. I can French better than Emily. Hello, beautiful people. I just finished watching season 2 of Emily in Paris. And we need to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it with my friends yet. Don't want to talk about it with my family, even though they literally don't care. No, I want to talk about it with y'all. There were a lot of video essays made on the problems in season 1. There was a lot of controversy surrounding season 1, okay? I watched wonderful Mina talking about it in her video. I watched Friendly Space Ninja talk about it. I watched quite a few of these essays, and it's like, yeah, I can't disagree. I can't argue this. I see the problems. Did I listen? No. No, I didn't. I still watched season 2. I went into season 2 in the hopes that they would listen to what the viewers are saying and that they would listen to the issues that people had with the show and fix said issues. Oh! I don't want to just like completely shit on this show, even though it's already been dragged through the mud at this point, so I can only say so much. There were a few things I like they did with the season, even more so people that they added in the season that I will talk about. However, there were problems and I would like to talk about those problems with you if that's okay. Full disclaimer, full disclosure, because I do know people like the show. Like, of course, like they wouldn't be making season 2 if people didn't watch it and didn't like it. And if you are one of those people that like the show, this is by no means me saying anything about you being like, you're wrong. You are wrong for liking this show. I truly believe everybody has a right to like whatever they like, and if you like the show, then that's fantastic. Nothing wrong with it. Don't be ashamed of it. Like what you like. If you disagree with the things I say in this video, totally fine. It's all good. I just want to make it clear because I don't want people angry at me. Please don't be angry with me. Okay, good? Good. We're good? Good. I think I already know how I'm going to separate this. I'm first going to talk about Emily, and then I'm going to talk about Gabriel, and then I'm going to talk about just the things overall that I did enjoy in the season. Yeah. Emily is an asshole. Emily, girl. One of the hardest things for me watching this season was having Emily as protagonist. Emily is just so hard to get behind as a main protagonist. My main gripe with Emily as the main protagonist is how dirty she's doing Camille. And it's one of the main plots of this season is the will they won't they between her and Gabriel. And it's like, dude, you're both assholes. What they're doing to this poor girl is awful. If someone told me that this show was actually just Camille's villain origin story, I would believe it. I would believe it. They presented her as this sweet, loving, kind, caring, helpful,
incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, shit on it, vomit on it, eat it, give birth to it.
2,000 years later.
girl in season 1. So why are we doing this? Why are we doing this to her? How, as we as an audience, are supposed to root for Emily and Gabrielle when they're literally hurting this amazing human? The fact that this has been going on for so long. I also have a gripe that she tries to pass it off like it's no big deal, it's nothing, it was just like a little thing. Like, no, you know this, he knows this, so just be honest. Her whole thing with the season is that she's trying to save Camille and Gabrielle's relationship. Therefore, how she thinks of doing this is by kissing Gabrielle and then going behind Camille's back about it. Logic. If you wanted to fix the relationship, then just tell her the damn truth, you spineless little. Especially the first few episodes bothered me so much because just Emily's fakeness. Like, she's just so fake. Here she is pretending to be friends with this girl and just saying all of these things, like reassuring her constantly, like,
oh yeah, there must be no other reason why he stayed here in Paris. There's no other reason. There's no other woman. I can't imagine there being another woman.
It's it's so frustrating to watch. The thing that I hate so much too is that she continues being close friends with Camille. Like, she doesn't even try to distance herself from her after that happened. Like, she doesn't even try to just like cut off all contact for decency, to be decent. No, like she still remains close with her and takes her to parties and like hangs out with her on a daily basis. It's just lets her be nice to her. Lets Camille be nice to her on her birthday, treat her on her birthday. It's like, do you have no conscience? Do you have no conscience? Where's Jiminy Cricket? You're the worst! The other thing I hate too is that they make it seem like it was just the one night thing that they slept together. Like, do y'all not remember y'all made out at the club in that one episode in season 1? Did we just forget about that too? So not only did she not have the decency to be straight up with Camille and be honest about what happened, like, Camille doesn't even have the whole truth. Like, Emily is covering her own ass. Dirty. So dirty. Just so sad too, because she's done nothing wrong. Like, she's literally done nothing wrong. Like, she's been nothing but a good girlfriend to Gabriel. She's been nothing but a good friend to Emily. Let's move on to Gabriel. Actually, before I get into Gabriel, can I say one highlight I did like about this season? Emily wrote that horrible letter to Camille.
Je suis triste, que je suis coquin. Fous-moi la paix. Espèce de sociopathe analphabète.
Gabriel is the worst.
What a sociopath. Is sociopath the one that doesn't feel sympathy and emotion for people? Or is that psychopath? Let's see. Oh, psychopath lacks guilt, remorse, empathy. Sociopath, lack of remorse, but guilt and empathy may be present. He's a psychopath. Either way, hate Gabriel. The way he treats Camille and handles the situation is ridiculously horrendous. And he's like supposed to be the main guy too. And I'm like, how am I supposed to root for this guy who's horrible too? Right away off the bat, I think it was like the first episode or two, he like runs into Emily and is like,
Oh, you know, we should talk or whatever.
and then Emily's like,
Oh no, I'm worried I hurt Camille and blah blah blah.
and he's like, you didn't do anything wrong.
And I can't do this to Camille.
You didn't do anything to Camille. You didn't do anything to Camille. You didn't do anything to Camille.
Excuse me? Maybe because her fell into your bro, you were literally broken up with for like a day. You slept with her friend. You don't think that would cause some problems? You don't think that would affect Camille in any way, shape, or form? Really? Blows my mind. He's the one in the relationship with Camille, so this is just like even more so on him. And just the way he handles this is just insanely poor. He was already showing red flags in season 1. When he didn't tell Emily he had a girlfriend and made out with Emily fully having a girlfriend. What? That says so much on his character. Yes, and then the fact that he's just keeping all of this hidden from Camille, is choosing not to tell Camille anything about him and Emily, and the fact that they made out twice, now they slept together, and just not even having the decency to tell her. It's just, oh, my brain hurts. And the fact that he doesn't even feel bad about it either. Like, this man is thirsty as hell for Emily's American ass. This whole season, he's just longingly looking at Emily, lurking in the corner looking at her. And you're telling me that this guy is gonna cheat on this amazing woman who was willing to pay for your restaurant to open so you could live your dream? It's just so sad to see Camille trying so hard for their love and going through all this heartache, and both Gabriel and Emily just being complete assholes. It was also pretty upsetting just the fact that Camille is trying so hard to get Gabriel back, and that was a big focus for the rest of the season, was her plotting away, trying to get him back, I guess making amends with Emily, because keep your friends close but your enemies closer, right? But it's like, girl, like I can't root for you and Gabriel because he's such an asswipe. Like, he doesn't deserve her or her love. Like, I don't want them to end up together because of how badly he's treated her. Like, Gabriel's just such a psycho. I was so curious to see how they would handle that whole situation this season. You know how they handled it? Poorly. The thing I hate so much that this show does is make it so that the outside sources, like not Emily, Gabriel, and Camille, but the people surrounding them actually think this is like no big deal. After the whole birthday showdown, Emily sits down with Mindy and tries to rehearse this whole speech of like, I'm so sorry to Camille. And Mindy literally said,
look, I think most girls would forgive you, but a French girl, nah.
Any other girl would forgive you for sleeping with their boyfriends? Anybody else would forgive you, but no. But because she's French, no. You got a tough cookie there. Like, what? You really think any other girl, not even girl, any human, any human would be okay with their friend sleeping with their sig fig when they're still in love with them? Like, I just can't even. Because the worst thing about that line too is that like she's painting it out like it's a French thing. Like because she's French, she's being difficult. It's like, no, she's being a normal human is what she's being. I just hated that line. I hated that line so much. It made me want to throw my computer out the window. Even more so too when Camille is confronting her parents about what happened. Her dad literally says like, oh, shit happens. Shit happens. I don't know about you, but I really hope in my long-term relationship my boyfriend doesn't sleep with one of my close friends. Like I know that might seem like a lot to ask for. One movie that demonstrates this type of concept pretty well, and I'm sorry if this is like a spoiler, it happens, or it's known within the first like 10 minutes of the movie, like right away, so it's not really much of a spoiler, but just in case, like baby spoiler to the movie Crazy Stupid Love. But in Crazy Stupid Love, the wife cheats on her husband. But you know what? They actually explored that relationship so well and showed how a couple can get through something like that when they both are willing to put in the work and love each other. This show, on the other hand, no.
Alfie is the best.
I want to end this video on a positive though. Let's end it positively because there were a few things in the season that I did enjoy. Alfie, goodness gracious, what a human, what a character, what a man. Love you to death, amazing. I'm so happy that they introduced him because he was just a fresh of breath air. A breath of fresh air. He was funny, he was sarcastic, he was witty, his accent, ooh. He's just amazing, and he has pure intentions for Emily. I just absolutely adored him, and every time he was in the scene I was like, yes, like give me more Alfie. I love that, you know, at first he's kind of standoffish and he's, you know, all cynical towards Paris, and then by the end of it he starts loving Paris and everything, you know, starts growing. And it's just, I just would love to see more. Pure human too, such a pure human, because I was thinking that it would just be just like a flingy thing between him and Emily. I didn't think he would actually take her seriously, but he's taking her seriously. However, oh, it's so hard to ship it when Emily is still fighting over Gabriel. And this is another human that both of them are gonna do dirty because he asked twice. He asked to Emily and he asked to Gabriel. Be honest. Do you still have a thing with each other? Let me know now because I'm not into being the second choice. I'm not into playing games. Like, oh, Emily's like, no, we're just friends. Like, it's me. And then Gabrielle's like, oh, no, she's just a friend. Like, I'm happy she found a great guy like you. Lies. Where is the human decency? So I hope nothing but the best for Alfie moving forward. I hope he comes back for next season. The other thing I did love, I just have to say, Julian. I love Julian. I love Julian thriving, seeing Julian take the spotlight some more this season. And then I also love the ending. The ending I actually loved it. Let me know y'all's thoughts, but I personally thought that was such a power move for Sylvie to take the company with her and keep its culture and everything they believe in and keep that preserved. I don't know, Madeline annoyed me. As soon as she got there, I was annoyed. I just found myself annoyed. Beautiful actress though, love the actress. Yeah, let me know y'all's thoughts on Madeline and that whole situation. Because I think it was confirmed too, like my annoyance with her at the end there, because she literally said it herself, she wanted worker drones for her. She wanted people to be her worker bees and just obey by her commands and think like her and do as she says. I don't know, let me know y'all's thoughts on that, but yeah, I was pretty happy that they took it for themselves. Oh, this has been a time. This has been a time to film. Now I have to go edit this. Let me know y'all's thoughts on the season. This feels better. This feels better that I got to just get off my chest. Like, hopefully I can watch something that makes me happier soon. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, you beautiful freaks. Mwah.